previously. Okay, so do we have any questions?
We have one question like where will get cloud WhatsApp cloud API from Praveen?
Okay, so I will show you like where we will be doing this integration, like where you can access this cloud API and all the information that you will be required to integrate. Okay, so let's move forward. I hope there's no more question. Okay, great. So this is a single tenant versus multi-tenant. So earlier on premises API, basically this was called single tenant because there is only we can use only single phone per number per deployment. So uh, with cloud API we can use multiple phone numbers. We can register multiple phone numbers, like we can send uh, messages or promotional offers to our customers with different numbers. Okay, this is the capability of cloud API. And yes, let's move to the next slide. So now let's see the architecture of cloud API. Okay, so before that let's see like where we can see this what's a cloud API. Okay, so if you go to developers.facebook.com, so you will be required to first of all sign up here. Let me open this in incognito so you can like see all the things you will be requiring to do.
Shubha, one question like do we also have a connector for this in Muse?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, we can, I mean, one of us can made, so
Yeah, we can that's true. Like we can customize that, but at present from MuleSoft side,
yeah,
nothing has been given. Okay, this
yeah,
is just a REST API. We can say a REST API call.
yeah, exactly. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, so basically we will be doing, we can use both, either the rest of API or the graph API. We
Okay.
both, we have the options of both. But yeah, I mean, because they have recently released this product like in May, so I mean businesses may not have
Business.
yet,
Yeah.
yeah, know about this. So that's why there has not been any like tutorial or so. So that's the reason. But yeah,
Okay.
basically they are, since there is a recent partnership that I told, so if
Mhm.
going forward we'll be seeing this connector as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see, it's the logout option. Okay, so first of all, like when you go to developers.facebook.com, you will see this UI and you need to log in from here. So when you will log in, you will be required to enter your Facebook credentials. Okay, then we can like click on get started. Okay, so you will see this UI. You need to register, do all these steps, like let me go through. Okay, enter your phone number, like verify, then you will provide your contact info and about you. So this is the like kind of prerequisite information that you need to enter. Let me go like what, where you will land. So you will land here. Now you will go to my apps. Okay, so you will be required to create one app. Okay, so let me click on that as well. Okay, so I have like created a walkthrough as well. I will share that as well, like step by step, like what you need to do. So you can either follow this one or the manual that I have written. So yeah, so you will be clicking on this business app. So we will be creating a business app. Okay, let's click on this. So what it does is like create or manage business assets such as pages, event groups, ad messenger. So you can all perform all the activities like even Instagram integration and all, create some pages with the API. So you can do with this. Okay, so you need to provide a business name, yeah, for your application. Okay, and all this information you can either, if you have a business manager earlier, maybe you were using on premises API, so you can you will be having a business manager here account. So let's name this something, something. Okay. Now we will click on create app. So it will create an app and ask for security, I mean password for your security purpose. So it will create an app. Let's go to our app that we have already created. Okay, so we go to our app. Okay, so this kind of dashboard will appear. Now see, we have all these options, like as you see in the business, like Instagram API, we can use Facebook login and all. So what we are going to use, we are going to use the WhatsApp. So WhatsApp will appear here as well. So you need to click on WhatsApp, and go to settings. Okay, so this dashboard will appear when you click on WhatsApp. I It may be like you need to enter some information. So that's pretty much basic information. So this is the API. Like you can see, uh, this is the dashboard, and you can send messages using this API. So I'll be going through this as well in the demo. Let's move to the slide as well. Okay, for some information as well. Okay, so for architecture, like what's the architecture earlier and what's the architecture now we are having. So earlier, like this is business, like we will be at the business end. Okay, now these are like business provider servers or business servers that are used for WhatsApp. So basically, all the information we are having will be stored. Earlier it was getting stored on either on the business service provider or on the business servers, but now it is this part is removed. And like you can see WhatsApp on premise container. So all this information, all these servers were running on business service provider, but now Meta is hosting this service, this WhatsApp cloud API. Okay, you can see like operated by Facebook, these servers. And so this was what was changed with the introduction of cloud API. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, so let's see what advantages do we get this with WhatsApp cloud API. Okay, so you I mean you can broadcast to unlimited users, so there is no limitation like to which what number of users you can send to. You can send to unlimited users. Okay, and you can use WhatsApp business on multiple devices. So yeah, you can use on PC, desktop, and anywhere. And you can automate notifications. So with the like we will be doing integrations, right? So to automate all this functionality, I mean like sending promotional offers automatically on some end, like on some, whenever a user, suppose a user sign up on our platform on our business, we want to send him a welcome message, so we can automate all these things. So a trigger will happen. And okay, so install WhatsApp chatbot. So you must have seen like in your WhatsApp conversations, like with, suppose in Axis, suppose you are having an account with Axis Bank, you can get all the information but by just clicking on their buttons. Let me show you those that as well. Okay, give me a second. Give me 1 second. Meanwhile, you have any questions you can ask. We'll enable the mic for you.
Yeah, can you enable it for Vijay? He's asking for
Okay, wait. Give us-
Vijay Yara. Also, we have two questions. One is from Praveen. Like again, he's asking like, is it possible with Twilio connector? Have you tried that, Shubham?
Yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of integrations have already been done with Twilio, so you can use I mean integrate WhatsApp with Twilio, but that I mean that is like third party involved, so
Yeah.
that is business service provider. But for now we should use like cloud API. That's why they have recently released this, so we can get freed from those service providers, and we can customize it so on our according to our requirement. Okay, Abhishek, I will give you is it the mic is enabled for you or not, Vijay?
Yeah, it's enabled. Yeah, thanks, Shubham. Yeah, so I just have a couple of questions on this. So,
Yeah, sure.
as the Facebook itself states that WhatsApp having a more encrypted way of data transaction. So when we
Hmm.
are integrating from MuleSoft,
Hmm.
with respect to the REST API, what type of security it has in terms of selling, for example, you know instead of promotional activities, even as
Hmm.
part of the business requirement, I want to send a specific notification for a customer that is going to have some transaction details, or any
Right, right.
other PII
OTP,
data.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so in that case, so no, I'm specifically looking for the security in terms of on the payload that we are sending, because since you
Mhm.
said we are going to make a REST call, right? So using our existing HTTP connectors. So is there any encryption available to encrypt the data that I'm sending, and as well as I'm asking on the TLS tunneling. Do we have a mutual authentication between MuleSoft? Between the MuleSoft server and as well as the WhatsApp server in order to do that. And the
Yeah.
third question
Mhm.
is, uh, you know, uh, what is the variety of IP ranges we would be seeing in terms of having the connectivity, because not all the enterprises would be having the a public cloud to be exposed, right? So people would be still operating from on-premise or would be operating from private cloud as well. So they have to enable the VPC for to have the specific IP ranges. So
Mhm.
just these are three questions I have.
Okay, so for the security questions, like I'll on the next slide, we have this option of encryption in the WhatsApp Cloud API. So I'll explain you in that slide. And regarding this like IP ranges and VPC thing, I have not I seen as of now, like if we can or integrate our organization VPC and like kind of connect with our WhatsApp servers. Uh, I guess I haven't seen it, so maybe it is there, but not sure. I will look out and will respond as that as well. Okay, so what I was doing, yeah. Okay, let me go to WhatsApp. Okay, so as you can see, like these services like Axis Bank and all SBI card. So you can see they send promotional messages and we can respond with this. Like for example, let me see what was the service like Taco Bell. Yeah, basically you must have seen like buttons here. I'm not sure like which organization does provide. So we will go through it. So basically a button will appear and you can use that for chatting and all, so it will respond automatically. So basically it chatbot is responding using that. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next option, like get verified green tick on WhatsApp. As like you have seen in here, like these business have green tick, so you can like verify that these are the verified business partners, so you can trust them and enter your information, required information, so that's safe. Okay. And send messages with clickable buttons. So I'll show you like these buttons. Basically you will not require to enter all this information, it will be present on button, just click on that and the information will be entered through that. Okay, so let's see what are some of the cons with the WhatsApp Cloud API. So there are not many, but of course there with with respect to on premise, there are some advantages that this cloud API doesn't have. Okay, so with WhatsApp Cloud API, business will be able to automate their customer communication on just WhatsApp. Okay, yeah. So if you think about like Twilio, so you can automate your conversations with not just WhatsApp. You can integrate with do all this automation with other platforms as well, like Instagram and maybe third or all other different conversation platforms. So with WhatsApp Cloud API, we can just we are doing just with WhatsApp. Okay, with WhatsApp Business API, these business service providers such as Verlu.io. So this is also like one of business service providers that provide you WhatsApp messaging, business messaging options. So they can integrate all communication channels in one place. So yeah, basically if you suppose if you are using WhatsApp Cloud API, you will have to integrate for different platforms in a different in different way. So basically you will have one integration for WhatsApp, one integration platform with Instagram and all. So with these business service providers, they provide you this one unified view, so you can get all this information in a single dashboard. Okay. So business service providers provide services that enhance a customer experience on WhatsApp chatbot. So basically if you are using a business service provider, they have already like a lot much data, so they provide a richer customer experience as compared to like businesses that are recently getting on board to WhatsApp Cloud API. So yeah, so these are some of the like I would say maybe you can say as cons, but yeah. So now we can like these are some of the services that are provided by these business service providers, like AI powered FAQ. So basically, they have encapsulated AI in their platform. So all those questions you are going to ask, they have data already that they may able to answer you exactly like what you need. And agent assist and dashboard. So basically, they provide you a single pane of dashboard, so you can see all these things. Okay, so now let's talk about like what are the different type of messages that you can send using WhatsApp Cloud API. Okay, so there are two types. There is one user initiated message, then there is business initiated message. So user initiated, as the name suggests, like you will be initiating the conversation, then business will respond. So user starts a message thread by messaging the business, and for this no prior opt-in is required. Okay, but for business initiated message, business will be initiating the thread conversation with you, and it required a pre-approved template and prior opt-in. So we will be creating this template as well in the demo, and it is priced per conversation. So that's okay. So we'll be creating this message template as I told. So let's go through this topic as well. So WhatsApp message templates are specific message. So as you can see, like you will be using some template for sending messages. You will not be like manually typing each and every message. So you can just use predefined templates and just pass the required information. For example, uh, let's suppose this message like your order is ready. Okay, so you will not be required to enter each and every time like this information, like your order is ready. You can just use the template like your order and a variable which you can put through uh, user input or the API, and it will be like your order number 101 is ready. Okay, I'll show you like how you can incorporate variables in these message template as well. Okay, so businesses used to send out notification. Okay, so WhatsApp business template are specific message formats that businesses use to send out notification or customer care message. So basically a predefined message that we'll be using to send a message or a notification. Okay, message can include, these messages can include appointment reminders, shipping information. So all these templates we can create like an appointment reminder, a shipping information, as I told, issue resolution or payment updates. Okay, so you can send, you have these following option templates: a text message template, so it will contain only message; a media based message template, so I image or a video. Here you will see an interactive message template. So this will include buttons, like as I told you, you will be clicking on that one, on that button. Okay, let me show you like this interactive message template button. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so this is like, for example, this button will appear as a clickable button, and you will click on, you can visit on that. Suppose you have the order information, order tracking, you can click on this and you will be redirected to order tracking, right? So you can get information here. For example, so see a chat message only. Okay, these are okay, this is the, okay, so you can understand like text message difference between clickable button. So these are all the message templates we can use. Let's go back to the slide. So for interactive message template, there are two options: call to action and quick reply. So quick reply will just respond like the message, predefined message, like for example yes or no, and all anything you can incorporate in that button. For in call to action option, you can either get redirected to a site that I just showed you, or you can even call a number. So for example, service number is there, and he responded, business responded with the message, you can call us on this number, and you just click on that button. You will be redirected to caller, and a number will already be there. Okay, so this is good. And these buttons can be attached to text message or media messages once. So this these button, it can appear on any of these templates. Okay, so once you're attractive, so once you create this template, it has to be get approved. So basically, when I'll be showing you like when you will be creating one template, it gets automatically approved. But for business cases, like in production use case, I guess uh, approval will take time. I think they will check some that you are not sending some spam information or maybe some scam. doing. So you can use them in notification messages as well as customer service care messages. Yeah, so basically you can all use this template in and buttons in different types of messages, like even customer care and all. Okay, so let's see some of the features, pricing, and use cases of this WhatsApp Cloud API. So as Vijay, you asked like security features we get. So we automatically get the encryption. It comes with the WhatsApp Cloud API. So what is that? I mean, with the Cloud API, every WhatsApp message continues to be protected by Signal protocol encryption that secure messages before they leave the device. So basically, our message conversation will be encrypted end to end. So Cloud API will doing the encryption, will be encrypting our messages. This means the messages with a WhatsApp business account are securely delivered to the destination chosen by each business. So I mean, the conversation will always be encrypted, and Meta is taking care of that. So I'll show you, like you asked about this certificate thing, right? So I'll show you that as well, how that is involved here. So the Cloud API uses industry standard encryption techniques to protect data in transit and rest. So basically, whatever data that is stored or in transit that is getting sent to from business to the user, it's encrypted. Okay, the API uses Graph API for sending messages and webhooks for receiving events. Okay, so see, you can see like API uses Graph API for sending messages. So we will be using this Graph API for sending messages, and I will be creating one webhook. I will be showing you this for example. Now we are doing one-way conversation, like you are sending promotional offers, you are sending OTP, you are sending order details. But suppose you want to get the user input as well. Like for example, user entered like I want to know XYZ information. Okay, XYZ order details. So you can, so the server will have to know like what the user inputs. So right, we will be using webhooks for this purpose. So basically, we will create a webhook, or you can use a webhook service that is provided by some of the like online services. So what this webhook is will do, like it will listen for conversations. So whenever you like kind of send a message, send a user input, it will get passed to the webhook, that webhook, and that webhook will have all the information, and you can use that created webhook to fetch that information and respond accordingly. Okay, I'll show you as well that how we create a webhook and what are the required information. And both operate over industry standard HTTPS protected by TLS. So these Graph API and webhooks are you will be required to use HTTPS connection. So I mean, you will be required to have a certificate as well. I'll show you like some information that for creating a webhook, you cannot use even a self-signed certificate. So for that, you have to use a industry, I mean, a signed certificate. Okay. So now also like we get the features of scaling as well. So you don't need to take care of like the server, the we are having many like user inputs or many conversation, many users. So many, I mean, a large number of traffic. Scaling, meta like meta servers are capable of that, and they have provided option of scaling. They their servers will automatically scale according to your business needs. Okay, so let's read this out. Within Meta's infrastructure, the Cloud API automatically scales and adjusts to handle your workload within your rate limit. Okay, so I mean, whatever subscription you have taken from them, so it will be scale based on that limit only. Messaging. Okay, so let's get to the some of the use cases that we can use with WhatsApp Cloud API. So get real-time feedback for your products and services. Suppose you want to get some feedback from your users, like how they like the product and all. So you may have seen like in Flipkart or some of these shopping services that you can provide feedback. So I think going forward, many of the businesses will ask your feedback in WhatsApp so that it will be easier. Of course, if you I mean, if if you have been asked to provide a feedback on a like a website instead of this WhatsApp, so your chances are that you will be responding the feedback on your WhatsApp rather than going to a website and then entering your feedback. So that's why it's kind of provides an ease to use. Okay, and provide order and delivery updates on WhatsApp. So yeah, basically you don't need to open like Flipkart app and then go to my orders and then check the delivery information and all. You can just directly get on WhatsApp, because you will be using WhatsApp all the time. So this is kind of easier, and provide more outreach to your customers, okay, and ease of checking all this information. Then we have confirmation. Okay, all whenever a order is confirmed, you can all you must have been getting all this order confirmation details. Like many of the platforms are using this to provide all the tracking information and confirmation and delivery on the WhatsApp. Okay, now send messages with quick reply button and call to action. So these buttons you can use, and you can see like this is one of the buttons like I was talking about, shop now. So you can will be redirected to website, visit website, you maybe a call number, so you can directly call from here. Install AI enhanced WhatsApp chatbot. Basically you can also use chatbot services on WhatsApp, so you don't like kind of predefined question answers that you can use, and keep your business live 24/7. So this is automation thing. Reduce application drop-offs and abandoned cart. So basically if suppose if you are a business and someone adds product to your cart, you can increase your chances of getting those product uh, by using this. Like you have a product in your cart, so user will see like okay, so kind of it's a promotional activity, and this will increase your outreach to the customers and increase your business potential. Okay, now pricing. Okay, so we can skip this. This is a like a small information. So there is a link that for each of these conversations you can use like there are different rates for different countries as well. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, now webhooks. So let's, okay, for this we will go to now now let's see the demo here. So we can, okay, so okay, let's see where we are. Okay, so you can see like you have reached to this dashboard. Okay, and suppose, so first of all, now you have this temporary access token that you will be using for sending your, for calling your API. Okay, and it is like this will expire in 23 hours. Okay, so any questions we have? Do we have any questions?
Oh yeah. So Shubham, this is enabled only for business or for person also we can try this API.
Yeah, we can try with our account. So basically I'm not using any business purpose account.
Mhm.
I have just created my own personal account, and we can test it. But for, of course, for production we will need to maybe buy some
By some, yeah.
subscriptions. Yeah,
So which business service provider you are using at present?
this is a cloud API we are using. We are not using any business solution provider. Okay.
Okay, and there's a question from Praveen like, is it possible for both way of messaging? Uh, Praveen, what do you mean by both way of messaging? Like we are sending and we are also receiving in that way you are saying, receiving in the API? Yeah, so he's asking like if we're sending a message, so in the same API we expect to have a response as well, correct?
Correct, correct.
Okay, one question from Suchitra like, how do we refresh the token?
Okay, so there is option of creating there is option of creating a permanent token as well. So you can use that. Otherwise you will have to copy from it here, from here only. But there is an option of creating permanent token as well. There, I will share one link. You can go through that and you can follow the steps to create a permanent token. Let me go through slide if I have saved that in my links. Let me see setup of the books. Okay, in some one of these, yeah, access token. Let me see if this is the correct link. Yeah, so basically this is the link where you will be able to create a permanent token for your particular business apps. For, you can see like this is a token that is permanent, so you can use this link for creating that. There is a link here as well, but I'll need to look out, I think maybe in configuration. Yeah, so here you can see the link and you can follow all these steps to create a permanent token. Straightforward, this is straightforward. Okay, any other question?
No, like
Okay.
Sheikh, I think you might have got the answer what she has explained to Suchitra regarding how to refresh the token. Okay, Suchitra ask again, if in case we need to rotate the token, then it has to be done manually.
Okay, so I mean, if you use a permanent token, maybe you will not be requiring. but for temporary access token you will be requiring to uh, refresh the token, of course. But I think there may be a API for I mean a endpoint for this purpose. I have not seen this, but there may be for I mean calling this that particular token API and refreshing the token. So
Yeah, there should be some refresh token, like a callback URL or anything, which help us to do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
of course I have not gone through like all the documentation. There is a huge document for this.
yeah, yeah.
So
There,
exactly.
a
So
lot of things are there. That's fine.
yeah, so you can refer to all the docs. I have shared the link. I will share this PPT in the group page, so you can check all these links. These are the documentation links. Let me like show you one of the links. Send message template, for example, this. So this is like the documentation of the WhatsApp Cloud API. Everything you want to know, you can refer to this. Okay, and yeah. So let's come back to the sending message. Okay, part. So you got this token. Now send and receive message. Okay, first of all, we are sending a message. So you can either use a test number, or for sending through your number. For example, you have your number as a business, not you don't want to use a test number, so that business can validate that users can validate, yeah, that yeah, this is original business. So you for that you need to have a production subscription, I guess. But for now we will be using test number. Okay, so this all the information that you be requiring. Okay, so I will show you there is a predefined like what we call this. um, yeah, so there is a postman collection that is already been created. So you just need these temporary all these information like token on phone number ID. So you can use kind of pre-created all this information, all these APIs. Let me show you as that as well. Okay, so okay, let me see where it is. Reference. Okay, I'll look out for that. So basically what I'm saying is like there is a this thing created, these all these what we say
Collection of
yeah,
API
collection.
call.
Yeah, exactly. So all the APIs calls are already there. You just need to select the cloud API environment, like and enter this information like phone number ID, so you can easily see all this information we have. So I have that in yeah, so this is the collection. Okay, so you can see like all this is already pre-created for you. You can just import this collection and try out all these things, like you can see all these things are already there. Okay, send a test message. Suppose you want to send a test message, the request is already created for you, and even the getting started, all this information is there. Okay, so that is a very great thing that WhatsApp Cloud API has done already. Okay, so now we will be sending a message using this API. So you can see like this is we are just testing this one, but for production purpose we can automate all this thing using integration. Okay, so let's go back to the postman. We copy this URL, we paste this URL here. Okay, and for authorization we pass the bearer token, we paste this that temporary token here. Okay, in headers we don't need required to enter anything. For body, okay, now let's come back to the body. For body you can see like there is a one request that was already, you can either customize this, or I've already created this request. Okay, let me see what's the simpler. So this is a kind of simple message request, but yeah, so this one is the simplest one. Okay, so you can beautify this. Okay, so messaging product we are using WhatsApp to like which number you want to send the message to. Type template, so we are using a template. For template we are using for now the default template, hello world template. These are the default one. And for language side, so see your businesses like you may be working in some other countries where they are using different languages. So they may not be they may not want to converse in English, right? So they may have some different mother tongue. So you can specify here, and the message you are passing will get transformed or converted to their language. Okay, so great thing that as well. So let's send this message. Okay, okay, so you can see like a success, and all this payload that we respond, like ID and all. I think this is a message ID. Okay, so see, I will get back to WhatsApp, and you can see a message has been received. Hello, yeah, hello world, and welcome and congratulations. So this is a template. That's why this all this information. Okay, and okay, great. So this is like we have sent a message, right? Now let's get back to the API. Yeah, so we have performed this. Okay, now this is a simple message, as you can see. Nothing great here. Okay, now we want to create a template. Okay, now I'll show you like how you can create a template. I showed you. Now here you can create all these templates for your business requirement, like one for sending some promotional email, one for sending OTP, for order confirmation, order details. So you can create the templates and use that according to your requirements. For example, if you create an endpoint like order confirmation, you can use this particular template and all. So great, let's go create a template. Okay, so if when you click on create template, you have these options like transactional, one time passwords, OTP, right? Marketing, a transactional, like order confirmation role. So let's suppose we want to send a transactional. We enter the name of the template, like order confirmation template. Okay, order confirmation template. Okay, now we, as I showed you, like you can use all these languages. We have all these options. I think Hindi is there. No. Yeah, Hindi is there as well. Okay, so great. Now, but for English, we will be using ENUS. Okay, so see, for example, there is a particular code for each of these language for the API. So if you are using simple English, you have to pass like this en only. For UK, I think it will be en underscore UK. Okay, so codes, you can, all this information will be in this cloud API reference. Okay, and let's get back here. So creating, let's continue creating a template. Okay, now we design this, basically this message that we'll be sending, or we will be receiving by the user. We are creating that header. This is optional. Okay, so we have the option of text media here. So in media we can send an image and video or document. So suppose yeah, so suppose your order is delivered and you want to send an invoice, right? So you can use a document here. So user can directly see the document, users can see a image, like I'll show you, like I have created one. So as a special offer, you can send this image. Okay, and order confirmation, your order is ready, all that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so even we don't want to send some media as well, so we can select none, we can select text. Okay, now media, will select, suppose media. Okay, so suppose for for text, that is okay, that you can do everything, save and all. But for media, you have to like create a sample as well. Okay, like how the message is. So kind of prerequisite information. So suppose I'm entering like, hi, your order is ready. Okay, okay, one more thing, like I told you, like suppose now we may not want to make it static, right? Your order, now the information is required here, right? Order number, this will be dynamic. So we can add a variable, this one. Okay, uh, this body contain text variable at the ending. All right, you need to either change this format or add a sample. Okay, so for completing this, you had to add a sample. So that's why I told you, like your order is ready, and you can pass this order as dynamic order number. So you must have seen that. So this will be dynamic thing. And footer, this you can enter. For button, see, we have all, for call to action, we have this call phone number. This will appear, like number will appear. And visit a website, like you can even make this URL dynamic as well. So for example, if you are showing order details, right, you will have this endpoint that is dynamic, like flipkart.com/order/order number, right? So you can create this URL as dynamic. Great, that's one thing. And let's see the other option, quick reply. So basically, like yes, click on yes to respond. So I mean, yes, this will use yes button. So when a button will appear in the message, and you just click that button, and so when you click on that button, the business will the message will be responded as this button text. So let me show you, like for example, here it is written as yes. Okay, like we can customize this. So I have type as visit us. So let me click this. So see, this is a what type of button is this? This is a quick reply button. Okay, so I have responded with quick reply like visit us. So that's kind of a quick functionality that you can the business can use, and the user can happy to enjoy that, and I mean use that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so template we have created. Now let me show you the pre-built templates. Okay, go back. Okay, just a second. Yeah, so let me show you the this template 3. So I have created this template like image a template, and this is a promotional image. Okay, this is simple as well. Okay, so this is a like a dynamic one, like hi, you can pass your name. So as you can see, I have passed my name as Shubham. So this is a like a dynamic thing, so you can customize this according to the user. I think this is easily understood. Okay, or your order number you can pass through API. So of course, and visit us, this is as I told you, like this is a button you can click on, like click here, yes, yes, respond. So basically when you will be using a chatbot, you will be kind of using these pre-built buttons to quickly respond, right? Okay, so template is there. Okay, one more thing I want to show you, like you can get all this like information about our uh, business through insights. So we have this insights feature in the WhatsApp business manager. You can get all the information, like how many users have seen your message, what number of messages are sent through the API, all countries, I mean all the like API information, right? So every platform creates this so that they can get more output, more understanding of the how our business is performing. Okay, all messages delivered, you can see all this information. Okay, last 7 days, so this is good. Let's get back to the slide. Okay, okay, we are back here. So we have sent a message, right? And we are okay, let me show you the template one. Okay, so this is a simple message, and I will show you a template one. Okay, I'll explain you this message as well. So this is clearly understood. This the template name. Okay. Now language. This is also understood. Now for the components. Okay. See, we have used some variables, right, in our template. So first of all, in the header, we were using an image. Okay. So you have to provide a image link here. Okay. Okay, so image is there in the headers tab. Okay, for in the body tab you have seen, like I have created variables 1 and 2. So you see in the text I have passed Shubham. So you can like pass this information as dynamically through the MuleSoft or any platform you are using. And order number, you can fetch this from some API. You are, suppose you are fetching this from some of your backend business, and you can pass this through this variables and all. So that's great. Let me send this message. Error validating token, this session was invalidated previously using an API call. Okay, I think token is invalidated. Let me copy this. That okay, copy this token. Okay, great. Okay, we received this message and we got a success. Now let's get back to WhatsApp. So see, this message we have received, like dynamic hi, you can customize this your accordingly. Your order is ready. Okay, order number. So probably you're seen in your Flipkart and all, so that we receive this message. And thank you and visit us. So basically, if you're sending a order confirmation, you can tracking order information, so you can just click create that template button and apply that link, and it will be redirected. Okay, so that's quickly understood. Okay, let me see. Okay, now we will talk about webhooks. Okay, so we have sent the information. Now we want to receive the information from the user. Okay, so let's talk about webhooks. So we will be using webhooks for this purpose. Okay, as I let me show you in the UI as well. So configure webhooks to receive messages, create a custom webhook URL, or use services that help you. So basically, if you go to this endpoint, you can use pre-built services. Like there is one service glitch. I think you will find some documentation here, but I will tell you like how you can create your own webhook in your MuleSoft, okay, through Anypoint Studio and all. So we'll be creating a custom webhook URL because you'll not be using some third-party webhook, right? So right, that will be good. So we will be creating our custom one. Okay, let's get back to the slide. Okay, so for webhooks, subscribe to webhooks to get notification about messages your business receives and customers. So I will show you like why are we getting this subscribe option. Okay, let me go through this as well. I think, okay, so URL manage. Yeah, so you can see like here we have the option of like which information we want to get from webhook, like messages. Suppose a user kind of responded with the message, right? So we will subscribe to that particular thing. We have subscribed to messages. Suppose a business suppose a user has updated his account information, so we can subscribe to that message. So we will get that information through this webhook as well. So you can subscribe all this information, account review update and all, security, phone number update. Suppose phone number is updated by your user, so you can subscribe to that information. So you can respond accordingly according to your business requirement when like a user unsubscribe, or I mean this activity happens. Okay, so okay, subscribe to webhooks to get notification about messages. So we will be getting this notification in your webhook. Your business receives and customer profile update. So as I told you, like if a user do some things in his profile, you can get all this information through subscription. Whenever a trigger event occurs, the WhatsApp business platform sees the event and sends a notification to a webhook URL. So basically, whenever like a message, you type, the user types the message, so it creates a trigger event. Okay, and it passes the notification to the webhook URL that you will be like creating and uh, passing here. So let me show you like when here you need to pass your callback URL, that is webhook URL, and a token. So I'll show you like how you just, as you can see, I have created this application in MuleSoft. So basically it's a webhook and a token as well. So I'll show you this information as well. Okay, so let's get back to the slide. Okay, so you can get two types of notification. So basically you have the option of getting received messages or message status and pricing notification. So let me explain you like received messages. For example, you responded with a message, so it will be a received message type of notification, right? Because you received the message from the user. This alerts lets you know that when you receive the message, right? When a user passed a message, these can be also be called inbound notification throughout the documentation. Okay, so in the documentation, if you see inbound notification, it means you have received it. It is a received message from the user. And message status and pricing notification. So you can also you can also get a notification, like suppose a user read the message, right? We send the message, but the user hasn't read that, right? In some of the cases, it may happen like you have sent a message and the user has not received it. When the user opens that message, like when you click on that particular message, and it will be a webhook will be triggered. I mean, a trigger will happen, and the pass a message will be passed to that webhook, that user has seen the message. Okay, I will show you this message as well. Like it will show you that a user has seen the message. Okay, for example, the message has been read, right? The message has been read or delivered. All this activity you can get through webhook as well. These can also be called outbound notification throughout the documentation. Great. So webhook setup, I will show you how we are setting our webhook. So setting up webhook. Okay, now I'll answer you answer one of the questions of Vijay. So set up any webhook requires you to, so to set up a webhook, you need to create an endpoint, right? So for example, I created slash webhook, that particular endpoint that I have deployed on Cloud Hub, and on a secure server that can process HTTP requests. So of course you will be creating that webhook which can accept only HTTP. So you will be configuring a TLS certificate. All right. and configure the webhook product in your app dashboard. So I show you like where you have to configure this webhook, right? Okay, I'll show you again this webhook thing, configure thing. So basically you can see if you go to dashboard. Okay, so you see all these apps, you will see webhook as well. So you can see subscribe to webhook and all. So here you will select WhatsApp business account, edit subscription. So here you need to enter all this information. Okay, I'll show you like where you get this information all. Okay, once again I'll show you one more thing. So here when you are first configuring this, you will be verifying this. So it sends a kind of test thing, test notification, that this endpoint is capable of receiving this all this notification and all or not. So you should be creating this webhook properly, otherwise it will not. You cannot paste any, like suppose you create and like some endpoint, get endpoint or post endpoint, and just pasted this url here, it will not work. You have to create in a particular manner. So I'll show you that as well. Okay, let's get back to the slide. So yeah, so your endpoint must be able to process two types of requests. So that what I was talking about is that your the endpoint that you are creating, it should accept, it should be able to process two types of a verification request and an event notification. So when first time you will be configuring that url, webhook url, it will be a verification request. So it will basically, when you suppose in MuleSoft, right, in Anypoint Studio, when you configure a connector, it when you click on test connection, it sends a verification request kind of. So it in similarly in here it will send a verification request as well. You can see in the logs when you click on like test and verify and save all that thing. And event notification is that message which you will be receiving like from the user inputs, and that notification is the message one. Okay, since both requests are use https, your server must have a valid tls or ssl. So see, we are using https, right? So your server must have a valid tls or ssl certificate. So you will be required to configure a tls certificate in your this endpoint that you will be creating. Okay, and configure and install. Self certificates are not supported, so be, I mean, check this one as well, because you cannot use a self signed certificate. Okay, so for get request that we are required to create for this verification uh, is in this format. Okay, that whatever your url is and webhooks. And webhook, of course you will require to have some query parameter. I'll show you in this in studio as well. If any update sent to your server fails, we will retry immediately, then try a few more times with decreasing frequency. So basically over the next 30 years your server should handle deduplication. So basically if your business webhook is not responding to messages, right, it may happen like your server is down. Okay, so Facebook, I mean Meta or WhatsApp server will try to send that notification again in this format, like few more times with decreasing frequency in the next 34 hours. And see, if you have configured like in some manner, so you should also prepare for deduplication. So kind of logic, implement logic at your end to handle these cases. Unacknowledged response will be dropped after 34 hours, so 36 hours. So basically after 36 hours you will not be having this notification, you will not be receiving if your server is down. Okay, okay, we will we are demo. Okay, issues. Okay, so issues that you suppose you are you may be seeing this issue. So what you need to do is like I was getting this issue, so that's why I created this here. So when you are be creating this WhatsApp business platform API, I mean the cloud API, when I showed you like you need to sign up, you may get this onboarding failure, your payment account is disabled. So I guess you will need to create this account, a fresh account for Facebook. Okay, so that they then you can you will be not facing this issue. Okay, I was facing this issue, that's why I created new account, and everything went fine. Okay, so this is the important links for references that you can refer to. Now I will show you webhook thing. Okay, let's go to studio. So this is a send message flow that I created. This is a simple one that I kind of this one, like graph API I'm calling this, and sending the message. So straightforward, use a listener for like triggering this flow. Okay, it can be a post request, or you can make your message static. For now, for I have made that message static. Okay, you can pass through post request. Okay, you need to pass this as a in the graph API we are calling, we need to pass it as post. Okay, so you can see I have configured this same url in here, and all this message payload is passing. So this is understood that I've explained. Now let's talk about the webhooks thing. Okay, so this is a there are you will need to create two flows, right, as I showed you, like verification request and event notification. So any questions as of now?
No, good. One we have from Sheikh, but we'll take it at the end because that is quite
Okay,
not relevant to this WhatsApp one. So we'll take
okay,
it
okay.
later.
Okay, great, great. So, so see, we are creating two requests, verification request, and this one event notification. Let's first see verification request. Okay, so this will be a, I mean, it will be at the end of webhook. You can customize this, right? You can, because in that where you need to pass your callback URL, you can pass anything there. So, but you can customize this. So webhook is better. Okay, so this let's see the configuration of this. So this is a, of course, as I told you, like it will be a https connection. So protocol, you need to select https port 808082 for in okay. And for TLS I have configured one certificate. Okay, so this is a certificate, this is not a self signed certificate, so you need to remember that you need to use a proper certificate. Okay, now same configuration, we will be using this same HTTP listener configuration for our that what was that other request as well, event notification one. Okay, okay, great. But here it is a like verify webhook flow is a get request, whereas our event notification, because we will be receiving some payload from that webhook, so it will be a post request. Okay, while this is a get request, I showed you like verify in the slide. This is going to be a verification request, is going to be a get request. So it will be on webhook, and some queries you will receive from that uh, from 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 that configuration, right? Let me again show you, like edit subscription, and you will click on here test connection or something like verify and save. It will send a get request to that get to this URL, basically this verification request URL. Okay, so this is a verification request. Now transfer message, you can see like there's some configuration I did, so I'll kind of little bit explain it. This all we are fetching from the input. Okay, now I have configured it if mode is token. So this information I have like designed using API information. Okay, so this was given in here. Let me see the URLs. Okay, send message template, create endpoint, I think here. Yeah, webhooks, yeah, exactly. So you can get all this information, like how your verification request will be. You can see like sample verification request, how it should be, and all this event notification, it should be a post and all, whatever the information it is required. So you can refer to this URL. Okay, so you can verify this. Okay, so it will be sending a challenge token, so it verifies that yeah, you are the perfect endpoint, and you can receive this event notification next. Okay, now this now we will create one see we have created a webhook, and we have created a event this verification request. Now we'll be receiving a message in a particular endpoint, right? So this is that flow that will receive the message. Okay, so nothing fancy here. I mean, because it's a post request, you will receive the payload that in the payload it will be the message that the user sends. Okay, I have deployed this to CloudHub, so I'll show you by sending all these notifications. Okay, that will be great. Okay, let me go to this my deployed URL we are training to. I have deployed this flow. So basically I have verified this already, so you can just do this at your end. But for receiving a message, I'll show you like how you will receive the message and how it will show in logs and all. So this is the application that is deployed. Let's go to logs. Okay, so it is, you can see like 11:59 this message we have seen. Okay, so WhatsApp, you can see that this is the message we have sent earlier. Okay, let me see what is, yeah. So basically I sent the message, right, earlier, like through here postman. and you can see that the message has been read. We received that particular subscription request, right? That the message has been read, because I opened that message in here. Like when I clicked on this thing, and the message is open, so it is showing like red. Okay, let's get back here. Now I'll pass some message here. So suppose I am sending like a happy emoji. Okay, yeah, I'll show you, like even you will show you can see this emojis in the logs as well. Okay, so see, I'm sending this. Now let's go to the logs, and you can see that I will receive this emoji as well in the logs. Okay, let's go to the logs. Okay, see, this message has been received 12:15 now, and you can see this, the body happy emoji. Okay, so I mean the any point shows the emoji as well. This is a new finding that I got to know. Okay, and of course you can pass this all this information. You can even send a video. Okay, let me send a GIF as well, so you can see like how it converts or responds to that. Let me send this GIF. Okay, you can send all this information. I mean, you can play around. So let's get back to the logs. Let's see how it responds. So it's a kind of video slash mp4. GIF is a video slash mp4 in their servers, so it's respond with some information like that bit information and all, and ID. So I hope this is how you will receive the information. You can go to this payload, copy this information, and act accordingly. Like whenever you receive a particular text message, and you go to message.text.body, and respond accordingly, like after receiving the message. Okay, so business to business requirement, how you can act on that. So I hope this is clear. Any questions?
Hey Shivam, Bharat here.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
Bharat.
Thanks for sharing this. This is very insightful. I had just a couple of questions. Let's
Yeah,
say
sure.
I have a couple of phone numbers, and I just created some random app and I'm started sending some promotional emails. What kind of authenticity that Meta does to check the like this is appropriate sender? Let's say I'm send some random message to 10 people, and those 10 people will never get to know who is sending these messages.
Yeah, so I think in production you can only just a second, hold on. Okay, so for production I think you can send these messages to uh, li- many users, but for test purpose I think you can send to a limited number of messages, so that you don't spam using a free account. So I think that's the core of it.
Okay, but there is no way, right, that the users will never get to know who is sending it. I can create some my own bot or something with the same name, like Axis Bank or SDFC or something, whatever it is, and I
Yeah,
can
but
just send the
hmm,
messages.
yeah, but see, you must have, I mean, received various spam messages, because they can send, because we are currently they are I mean, WhatsApp has not kind of introduce something that can ban all these information, spam information. But yeah, you must always verify this thing. Like if it's a green tick, then it's a verified business. You should respond to that. Otherwise, if it's a spam, you will not receive a green tick here. So you must be careful in responding to their messages. Okay.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, any other question?
Janardhan is asking like how is the message secure if we can see it in the log body?
Okay, so this log access you won't have I mean
So
this is
yeah, you can
so
avoid logging otherwise, because generally what we do, we don't
yeah, exactly.
we avoid logging the payloads. That is one. Another thing is you can encrypt that before sending. You can decrypt and you can send that directly to the APIs. That is also another way. And third, like Shubham, you're saying something.
Yeah, so exactly, I mean you process the information, you don't log that, you just kind of decrypt that. You can even encrypt accordingly, like you want to store this information, right? You can encrypt it using some encryption API, and you can act on that, when you want to, suppose you want to access that information, you decrypt that, you don't log that, and act accordingly, and then again, suppose storing it, so you store encrypted only, and you send that encrypted as well. So it based on like how you are acting on it. So I guess that answers your query. Will not be logging, of course, that credential informations and all. So yeah, please go ahead for the next question.
Yeah, so one we have from Sheikh, like he's waiting for a long time. So user want to use that temporary token. Okay, my token will expire within 5 minutes, but my process is going for 10 minutes. So how to handle that? So Sheikh, in that, like, see, there are multiple options. One Dilip has already said, like, thanks Dilip for that. So you can have a choice router over there. So how you can do that? You can have a recursion API, okay, recursion flow, where you are refreshing the API for after every 5 minutes, we can say, or in the flow itself, you can have, like, you can have on error continuous whenever you are getting an error for token. For that specific, you can go and refresh the token. You can use choice router over here. Okay, so you can refresh the token, you can come back to that particular flow, and you can use that token. Okay, so depending like how you have created your API and what is the requirement of your API, on the basis of that, you need to think of the logic of having a recursion, okay, to refresh the token itself inside the flow. Okay,
Exactly.
so here the concept of choice router or scheduler or on error continuous can come into picture. Just you need to, according to your requirement, you need to think on that, and you need to create the logic. Okay. That's the possible way how you can do. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think any other question we have. Anyone, any question? Or did we missed any question? Sorry for that. Like, you can even ask now if if you think we have missed your question.
Yeah, please ask away. Do we have enabled mics? We have enabled mics for everyone, so ask away. Enabling the mic.
Okay, Hari have a question. Can I send the message to WhatsApp broadcast?
One message to multiple peoples.
Yeah.
Can I send a message to WhatsApp broadcast?
Yeah, so like in manual MuleSoft, like what?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, WhatsApp. We can see if there is an option for broadcast. Correct. We can add people and we can send same message to multiple at the same time. So through this API also, can we have that? Like, have you explored that?
No, I think I don't have, but I think you can, but not sure. You will have to look out in the API. Maybe I will. I'll search in the docs once. Meanwhile, ask away. I'm checking the documentation.
Yeah. Any other question, guys?
The API. It's what was the question?
Can we broadcast the messages?
Broadcast. Okay, I'll search for the term broadcast. I think you can, because there are several options. So again, not sure, but I don't think you will be using API for for this purpose, like sending to broadcast users. So in the business, you will not be creating manually a business a broadcast list, right? You will have this all this contact information in your CRM or some other third party database. So you'll not be creating manually all this broadcast and all.
No, in one way I can say like business also do the promotion. So like if I need to send something as a promotional basis, then I can use this broadcast one.
Yeah, I mean, you can use the WhatsApp cloud API to send to unlimited number of users, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is a broadcasting in itself, right?
No, when you say, see, when you send unlimited to people, then maybe you are sending it one by one. You're not sending all together at the same time. Correct. Like personally,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you say like if I need to message you, I will only message you. Okay, I will not message it to other people. But if I need to put something to all of them, like now see there is a festive season for Navratri, I
Right,
need
right.
to send a post to everyone. So there I am not going to send it one by one. I will refer to use the broadcast one, because that is
Yeah,
kind of like I'm using someone. Okay, but if I need to chat with you personally for a particular topic, then I will do it one by one. So there are two different requirement over here. Okay.
okay, okay. So see, when I explained you in the message template, so we have like three options, right? One is
Mhm.
OTP, so it will be a one-to-one conversation. There is order detail. It was a transactional template, so it will it will again be a one-to-one. But for there was one more template that was marketing or something promotional. So
Mm-hmm.
see, you are sending a promotional offer or a marketing, doing a marketing, so that way you can pass multiple contacts,
Multiple,
because
correct.
in the WhatsApp API, there is in the request you can pass uh, multiple contacts. So this is that contacts is an array, so kind of can send to multiple users. So that's what I'm saying. Of course, you
Yeah.
can. We will look out the broadcast API in the in the more.
In the near future, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
We need to explore more. Like we need to
yeah, exactly.
something new, so we need to explore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the use cases will come out, and we will look
Yeah.
in this way. So
No, that's
that
true.
will.
That's true.
Yeah,
The evolution, like the exploration, is always there. We need to always keep on exploring things.
yeah, exactly. So any other questions? I think we can proceed to next slide. So, okay, so nominate yourself for the next meetup speaker. So, if you want to speak in this meetup and any other, so you can just always nominate. So it's a good practice that you learn and you share your learnings. Okay, so just